What is the environmental impact of global HVAC energy use? Imagine a world where every building you see is quietly consuming a huge amount of energy to keep indoor spaces comfortable. That's what happens with heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems around the globe. These systems are responsible for nearly 40% of the electricity used in buildings worldwide. That's a massive chunk of energy that adds up quickly. When we use so much electricity, especially since most of it comes from burning fossil fuels like coal and natural gas, it leads to a lot of carbon dioxide emissions. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas that traps heat in the atmosphere and contributes to climate change. Cooling alone makes up about 10% of global electricity consumption. Air conditioning units are responsible for about 6 to 7% of all greenhouse gas emissions. This means that every year, cooling systems produce nearly 1 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide. That's as if hundreds of millions of gasoline-powered cars were driving around for a whole year. But it's not just carbon dioxide. Many refrigerants used in HVAC systems, like hydrofluorocarbons, have a much higher global warming potential than carbon dioxide. When these refrigerants leak, they add an extra 720 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions each year. Poorly maintained HVAC systems waste a lot of energy. Leaky ducts, outdated equipment, and bad insulation can make systems work harder than they need to. This inefficiency can cause up to 30% of the energy used to operate HVAC systems to be lost. That means more electricity is needed, which leads to more emissions and higher costs. That's why designing efficient systems is so important. Mechanical engineers focus on choosing high-efficiency heat pumps, variable speed compressors, and smart controls that adapt to real-time needs. These innovations help reduce unnecessary energy use. Using renewable energy sources like solar-powered HVAC units or geothermal heat pumps can cut reliance on fossil fuels even further. Governments are also pushing to phase out refrigerants with high global warming potential and replace them with safer options. Although these new refrigerants might cost more initially, they help lower the climate impact of HVAC systems over time. For engineers designing HVAC systems, it's essential to select energy-efficient equipment, incorporate smart sensors, and ensure proper installation and maintenance. Integrating systems with renewable energy sources and using low-impact refrigerants can make a big difference. These steps not only reduce environmental harm but also lower operational costs and improve system reliability. By focusing on these areas, we can make buildings more sustainable and help fight climate change while keeping indoor environments comfortable.